Hi friends, my pre-K friends. Thank you for coming again to visit Miss Lisa in her Art Google Classroom. And today we're going to continue to talk about color. So last week we talked about rainbow colors and we talked about red. O is for orange. Y is for yellow, very good. G is for green. B is for blue. I is for indigo, which is that inky blue color. And V is for violet. Now, today I'm going to teach you about categorizing these colors into warm and cool colors. So warm colors, which are up here, are red, orange, and yellow. Cool colors, friends, are over here, and they are green, blue, indigo, and violet. Now, I'm going to ask you to discuss with your grown-up that you're with watching this video, why do you think they're called warm colors? And why do you think they're called cool colors? Discuss with your grown-up. Pause this video. Did you guys get to talk about it? So, why do you guys think warm colors such as red, orange, and yellow would be called warm colors? What does it remind you of? What color does yellow or orange or red remind you of? So warm colors, my friends, warm colors remind us of the sun or fire. So that's why we call them warm colors. So an easy way to remember is saying warm colors. Go warm colors. Remind us of the sun and of fire. So that is red, orange, yellow. Now cool colors, which is green, blue, indigo, and violet, those are cool colors because they remind us of water and of grass and flowers. So those are all cool things. Water is definitely cool. Grass is cool, especially in springtime. So those are our cool colors. So today we're gonna pick one of those colors. We're gonna pick warm or cool to work with. And an artist that we talked about before who likes working with warm and cool colors is Vincent van Gogh. Now, Vincent van Gogh created still lives, and we did one of those before. And because it's springtime and I know pre-K is working in a plant unit, we're gonna create our own flowers. One of the famous flowers that Vincent van Gogh is known for are these sunflower paintings. Now, what colors do you notice in this painting? So it does have both, but mostly this painting has warm colors. I see a lot of yellows and oranges and some reds, a little bit of green, but it's mostly warm colors. Let's take a look at another one. And let's practice if you remember what's cool and what's warm. Now this painting is irises. It's a very beautiful painting. It's called Irises. What colors do you mostly see in this painting? Yeah, so Miss Lisa mostly sees greens and blues. Those are cool colors. So cool colors are mostly used in this painting. Today, my friends, we're gonna do our own flower painting. And the materials you're going to need are these. So you're going to need some paints. You could have paints like this, or you could make your own paints. I have a link below that you could make your own paints out of crayons. Now, if you think that's too much, you don't have time for that, it's okay. You could use crayons, it's totally fine. But if you want, you can make your own paints, or you could follow along with the paints that you have. So Miss Liso today is going to pick cool colors to work with. Again, blue, purple, green, violet, or indigo rather. And violet is really a fancy word for purple. Those are the colors Miss Liso is going to use. I'm going to use also, you're going to need some type of flower to look at and paint. Again, if you don't have flowers, that's okay. You could draw or paint from a picture. I'm going to add a picture in Google Classroom for you to choose from and paint from if you want to do that as well. So you could paint along with Miss Liso with the real flower, or you could use a picture and paint that picture. Another thing you're going to need is paper. I'm doing cool colors, so I used a cool paper. If you don't have construction paper, you could also just use a white paper. That's okay. I'm also going to have brushes. Again, if you don't have brushes, you could do finger painting. You could use your crayons or oil pastels. That's okay too. So please pause this video and get your materials. That's paint or crayons, whatever you're going to use. You could use oil pastels in cool or warm colors. Miss Liso's using cool colors, and your brushes and your paper. And if you need to print out an image, you can do that also. If not, please go get your flowers. Pause and I'll see you soon. Friends, welcome back. So now that you have your materials, Miss Liso is going to choose from warm or cool. I think I mentioned I'm going to choose cool colors, not warm colors, to paint with today. So cool colors, just to review again, are, say it with Miss Liso, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Those are the cool colors I'm going to work with now. Now you don't have to use all those colors. I'm going to use some of those colors. Here's my little palette. You could just put some paint on any type of paper and you could use that. Again, if you have crayons or oil pastels, that's okay too. I have my little still life here and I'm going to start. I'm going to pick kind of like a medium brush. Again, finger painting is always fun with the green. And I know you've been studying in pre-K. What do plants have that give it water? What are these parts called? So that is a stem. We're going to start with the stem. Just so that we could organize our thoughts, I'm going to start with the stem. I'm going to dip, 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 holding the brush in the middle, keeping my elbows and my hands off my paper. I'm just going to start. Now, there are no mistakes in art. We could start with the tall stem, and then I'm going to add some leaves. Now, your artwork is going to look different than Miss Liso's artwork. That is okay. There are no mistakes in art, and we are all unique and different. So your art is going to be unique and different as well, okay? So we're all just having fun playing with paint. That's all we're doing, playing with cool colors today. I'm going to continue. Maybe I want this to be a little bigger. Maybe I want to use my artistic license. What do you think that means, friends? Artistic license means it's your art. Go ahead and do whatever you want. Basically what it means. So I'm going to add another stem and more leaves because I noticed When Vincent van Gogh painted, he used up all his space on his paper. So I'm going to try to do that too. Or I'm going to try my best. I'm going to add some more leaves. Miss Lisa is going to do one color at a time so that I don't have to use water. And I'll show you how I switch colors later. I'm going to try to do another stem because I want to use up all my paper or as much space as I want. Maybe yours is different than mine. I'm still drawing leaves and stems. How about you? I hope you're drawing and painting with me. We're going to continue. And there are no mistakes, so you can do it however you want. Now, when you think I've finished with the green, I'm going to really wipe that green off on this paper, just like this. Really wipe it off. Now, my flowers, if you can notice, they're kind of green, a little bit of purple. So I'm going to use that artistic license that tells me I can do it whatever color I want. And I'm going to use a little bit of this purple. I'm going to dip, 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 making sure not to get color on the metal part. And I'm just going to do brush strokes to do these beautiful flower petals. Again, your flowers might look different. Maybe you like to do these type of flowers. Go ahead. It's your painting. It's your artwork. You can do it however you want. I like using the side of my brush. Now, my flowers look a little different than these, don't they? That's okay. There are no mistakes in art. You can go ahead and just do however you feel the paint is taking you or your artwork wants to look like. What's nice though is that we're filling up our painting, our paper rather. Now, once you feel, oh, I have a lot of beautiful petals, Miss Lee, so I think I want to stop, or maybe you want to keep going, you're going to switch colors. Now, the next color Miss Lisa has is this light blue color. I'm gonna make sure to wipe off that purple. You're gonna dip, and maybe I have some beautiful light blue petals. And I'm just doing marks. You can also just do marks. See, my brush, the side of my brush is what I'm using. So the side, I press it down onto the paper, and you could get those beautiful brush marks too. Again, this is your art. It's going to look different than Miss Lisa's. You don't have to copy an art, right? You know how sometimes you have to copy the board in other classes. In art, every artwork is going to be different and unique. So if you wanted, you could keep going. Or you could stop when you think your painting is done. Now, the one thing I want you to remember, since it's a still life, we're going to add a little vase. So I'm going to take that blue, or you could take the purple, whatever color. And I'm going to do a little vase. Your little vase might be different than my little vase. And you could color it in. Mine's like a cube, which is like a square, but in 3D. And I'm going to continue to use my cool colors, right? Cool colors. What do cool colors remind us of again, boys and girls? Yeah, so cool colors remind us of cool things like water, grass, flowers. That's why they're called cool colors. Okay, my friends, once you think you are done, now you don't have to be done. You could keep going if you want. You're going to take your brush and put it down. And you'll have something like this, a still life. Oopsie. Just like that. Thank you so much, friends, for joining me in this art painting of our still life in cool colors. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to take a picture of your beautiful artwork and upload it in Google Classroom under this assignment. Thank you so much. Enjoy your week. I will see you next time. Bye, friends.